What's up, yogis? My name is Savannah, and today we are working on your hips, hamstrings, and IT bands. This is going to be super helpful if you spend your days driving in a car a lot, maybe sitting at a desk, or maybe your favorite form of exercise is running. A lot of times those IT bands can start to shrink up and shorten, and maybe you even notice some pain in your knees after a while. We'll work into those areas, do some breath work to invite some ease into our bodies. But before we get into that, just a reminder, subscribe to our channel if you haven't. I'll have 2 videos come out each month, and Cole, Jen, all of our other instructors are gonna have a load of videos coming your way. So if you've been loving what we've been dishing out, go ahead and subscribe so you can stay with us for a little bit longer. We'll start this video on our back. If you'd like, go ahead and grab a strap. Actually, definitely grab a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can grab a scarf or a really long cardigan somewhere along the line of the length from your foot towards your hand. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to grab the strap. Also, if you have a block, that might help you today a little bit. Substitute for a block could be a book or maybe a sturdy something that you could put the weight of your hand on. So if you can think of something, if you don't have a block, that might help you a little bit more. As far as that goes, we'll be starting on our backs today. It always feels nice to start our yoga practice off with a grounding posture. Bending the knees so that the lower back can be relaxed. Go ahead and set the props towards the side. Wiggle the shoulder blades down onto the back if they're reaching up towards the ears. Let the eyes close, or maybe relax them into a soft gaze. Right away, just observe the energy level of your body today. Inviting that awareness in towards your breath. As you breathe in, feel the chest lift up, belly fills up. As you exhale, the belly falls towards the mat and the chest relaxes. Take about 3 more breaths, rooting your awareness on the mat in your body. As you breathe in, really filling up the front of the body. And as you exhale, drawing the belly button towards the spine. Maybe you can begin to hear the breath as it comes in and out of the nose. No matter the posture or the stretch, we'll always try to invite our fullest breath into the body. It's our way of communicating with our body that we're here for it, and that it doesn't need to tense up for any reason. And let the eyes open gently. We'll find your strap, your scarf, your cardigan, whatever works for you today. Go ahead and grab it. Reach the right leg up, pressing the top part of the foot into the strap. So the part right beneath the toes. Lengthen that leg up, draw the toes back, and start to press up through the heel. Make sure that left knee isn't falling out to the side. Keep the inner thighs drawing towards each other here. Relax the back of the neck. Relax the shoulders if you can. We'll start to press up through all 5 toes on the right foot. We'll reach the toes over towards the left top corner of our mat. So internally rotating that leg. Gently draw the toes back, press the heel up once more. Feel it dig into the back of the legs, maybe even the side of the legs here. Bring the toes back to center. Inhale to press into the toes. As you exhale, draw the toes back, press up through the heel. Slowly bring the right foot down. Unhook the strap or the scarf from the foot. We'll take it around the left foot this time. Pressing the top of the foot into the strap just beneath the 5 toes. Start to press up through the toes, draw the heel back. With an exhale, draw the toes back and press up through the heel. Feel that dig into the back of the hamstring, through the back of the knee, the back of the thigh. Notice if the breath shortens. Maybe it stops. Invite your fullest breath back in through the nose, out through the nose. We'll start to pivot our toes towards the right top corner of our mat, internally rotating our leg. You can draw the toes back. And with an exhale, press the toes up, draw the heel back. One more breath here, big full breath. Exhale to release the left foot down. Nice, we'll go for a supported cobbler's pose here. So both feet will come up. We'll wrap the strap or whatever you have around the feet. Go ahead and let there be some slack into the strap here. Rest the heels towards the hips. Keep the hands close towards the hips. Relax the shoulders down. Let the knees fan out. Maybe you close the eyes for a moment. Together, feel the knees open up as if the back of the legs were drawing towards each other. Relax the feet. Bring both feet down to the mat. We'll set the strap over to the side. Pressing down through our hands alongside our hips. Press the hips up. Make sure the knees don't fan out to the side. Draw them towards each other. Pressing through the back of the arms, the shoulders. Take a breath in to expand the chest up. Lift the chin up and away from the chest. As you exhale, draw the belly in. And lower the hips down. Nice little symmetrical pose to reset our lower back and our sacrum. And we'll go for a figure four pose to get a little bit deeper in towards our hips. So if we take our right ankle towards our left knee, we can stay here depending on the intensity that we want today. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper, feel free to wrap the hands around the left leg. Important note to keep the right toes flexed. So this is a very active stretch. There is no passiveness here. Keeps all the joints safe when every muscle comes to the party. We'll flex the left foot as well. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed and just let the legs come in as much as they want to. We're always sending a message to our body. So if we're forcing stretches or pulling tight, we're sending a message to the body that might cause it to tighten up a little bit more. The more we become soft with it and take deep breaths, it'll start to open up and communicate with us a little bit more wisely, softly. One more breath here. We'll continue to cross our legs, right knee over the left, as if we were sitting cross-legged in a chair. This will reach a little bit towards the outsides of our legs, towards our IT band. You can wrap the hands around the knees. Really hug the knees in close towards each other. Relax the back of the neck. You can reach for the feet if you'd like to and bring them towards the hips. Or you can rest the hands on the first knee, second knee, whatever is most comfortable for your body to kind of relax and ground itself here. Take one more breath into the side of the right hip. As you exhale, release the feet down. We'll bring that left ankle to stack on top of our right knee. Maybe drawing the right thigh in towards our chest, keeping that left toes flexed as we pull in. Waking the outside of our left hip up. Maybe you start to extend the right leg to reach a little bit deeper. One more breath here. And we'll begin to cross the knees. Left knee comes on top of the right knee. Hug the heels in towards the hips. Again, you can reach for the knees, or maybe you reach for the feet and draw them towards the hips to get a little bit deeper. See where you can soften around the edges. Maybe it's in the breath that you can soften or in your facial expression. We'll start to unravel our knees. Drawing both knees in towards our chest. Rock from side to side, massaging the lower back out. Begin to round the spine as much as you can, coming up into a ball. We'll start to rock up and down along the length of our spine, finding some momentum and then coming all the way up to seated. Nice. We'll cross our legs. The left heel will come towards our right hip, and we'll step the right leg on the outside of the left knee. If you're feeling really tight today and the outside of your right hip doesn't quite allow the right foot to come on the outside of the left thigh, you can step that foot on the inside of the left shin. So whatever works best for you. Go ahead and press the right hand into the mat, outside of the right hip. Find as much length as you can in your torso here so we're not compressing anywhere into our side body. As you inhale, the left hand reaches up and back, stretching the left side of your body. Exhale to hook that left elbow on the outside of the right knee. You might notice that the body will start to crunch here, so we'll take an inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to shift the gaze over the right shoulder. There will be a tendency to start to round the spine here. See if you can stay lifted through the sternum, fluent through the breath. So as you inhale, watch it ride up the spine. And as you exhale, feel the body kind of ground into place. We'll inhale to come forward and exhale to unwind the legs. The right heel will come underneath our left hip, and the left foot can either step on the outside of the right leg, or if this side's feeling tight, we can keep it on the inside of the right leg. Really try to sit both sides of the hip down, so the left hip has a tendency to hike up. See if you can root it down, digging into that IT band. The left hand will place itself behind the left hip. As you inhale, reach the right hand up and back, long right side of the body. Exhale to hook the elbow on the outside of the knee. We'll inhale to lengthen up through the spine. Exhale, gaze shifts over the shoulder. Stay long through the neck and lifted through the gaze. Breathing into the back of the body. Feeling this nice twist here. Inhale to come out of it. Exhale, both hands down. We'll regroup our knees here for a fire log pose. If you have a feeling that you want to shake the legs out, go ahead and do so. We've done a lot of stretches around the hips. For this next one, we'll bring our knees and ankles in line so that our shins become somewhat parallel to the top of the mat. And this is going to look different for everyone. I've been doing a lot of hip openers today, so my knee might rest a little bit farther towards my ankle. But if this is a new practice for you, just love yourself for where you're at right here. This is a super tough one, or can be for some people. The left shin will come down first, and the right foot will come right on top of the left knee. This might be where you're at today, and if that's where you're at, that's fine. Think about sitting tall through the sternum and staying with the breath, so never leaving the breath side. Maybe over time, you're allowed to press that right knee down, so no force. We'll never actually press it down, but the knee will come down the more that the hips open, stacking them just as if they were like fire logs. Place both hands on the heel and the knee. As you inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Exhale to begin to fold forward, only moving as forward as you can without pain or without causing any more tension. Maybe you're going a little bit further down on one more exhale. Inhaling to lift up. And then coming out of it, shaking the legs out if you need to. The right shin will come down to the mat first. Line it up with the top of your mat and then go ahead and stack the left ankle on top of the right knee. This side is a little bit tighter for me and it might be the same for yourself, so just sit with it. Place both hands on the ankle and the knee and just let the weight of the hands come down to it. Try not to push too much. Excuse me. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine, lift the gaze. Exhale to bend over it. Stopping wherever you feel the body tense up and then shifting away from it. Never wanting to push the body past its limits. Just making a commitment to work with the body at the body's pace, with the body's breath. Taking one more round of breath in and out of the nose. Inhale to lift. Exhale to release the legs out. Shake them if you need to. We'll bend the knees, reach the hands forward and come on to our back. Separate the heels a little bit wider than the hips and just let the knees rest into each other here. You can bring one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And start to find the breath that you built at the beginning of class. A full, deep inhale. And a long, slow exhale. Feeling the sternum rise with the in-breath. And the belly drop with the out-breath. Extend your legs long for shavasana. It'll take about 3 to 5 minutes just resting here in place. If you'd like to stay longer, you're more than welcome to. You can keep the hands on your torso to connect yourself to your breath, or if you'd like, expand the arms out. Start to think of the weight of your body on the floor, how it feels to be supported by the mat. Allowing the area around your hips to soften. Knowing that you can stay here for as long as you need to. If you'd like to stay here a little bit longer to offer yourself a full-length shavasana, you can pause the video and turn it to silent. If you're ready to get up, start to mindfully draw the feet in, pressing yourself off the mat and towards a seated position. Keep the eyes closed or with a soft gaze as you rise up, and just let the palms float towards each other, pressing the thumbs into the sternum. Know that no matter the way and no matter the obstacle, the light and love within me honors the light and love within each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste. Hopefully your hips are feeling a little bit looser. Maybe this was a practice that worked for you and you want to see how your hips feel in a week if you keep up with it. So if that's the case, be sure to like the video so that you can have this as your go-to practice, so that you can give yourself a little dose of self-love every day, or maybe even every other day. If you'd like to keep up with me and my live classes and my workshops that I hold, feel free to follow me over on Instagram. My name is Savannah. Other than that, keep practicing with us. I'd love to practice with you more. Let me know you practice with a comment, maybe telling me your favorite pose or your favorite stretch in this video. I'd love to hear it. Thanks so much. and the inside of our right thigh. You can even scooch and you can widen the ankle. Even if you just want to bring the left heel into the left hip flexor, that works as well. From here, we're gonna plant our left hand behind our left hip. Maybe it's behind the left thigh, right? It's different for everyone. As you inhale, reach up through the right fingertips, and as you exhale, bend the